Hello everyone. So I hope that you had a good Lionsgate, that you went through it in a nice way, that you celebrated or did what you needed to do with the work, and that you were able to make up some plans in the thinking of where you wanted to go onto the other side, and that you got rid of what didn't serve you anymore, and that you did everything to really go towards that era where we are going, and making sure that it seemed clear and honest with you where you want to go and who you want to be and what you want to do in those times to come. So it's coming to two words. Hello Jane. It's coming to two words that keep on coming back all the time in my mind lately. The first one is courage, and it's very well aspected with the stars that we do have, especially in Leo, which is what it's all about. It's to be the strong animal, having the courage to do things that is going to be in your mind, and that is going to be asked by the stars in the next days to come. And that is the courage to be able to be yourself, and also to stand up for what you believe, because that is what the universe is going to be asking from everyone. I think we all understand that with what's going on into the world, and it is splitting in two. You can absolutely see it, with the one for vaccines, the one anti-vaccines, the one for putting the mask, the one against the mask, the one for hydrochloroquine, sorry, always have problems pronouncing that word, but you know what I mean, for it, and the others against it, and vice versa. So it's really splitting up, and one thing that I really want you to remember is that you are part of this world, and obviously your voice counts, every voice counts. And yes, stand up for what you believe, stand up for what you think is right, because if you want the world to change, it's going to take each and every one of us to change it. It starts from us. So courage to know what you believe, and what you want to stand up for, and what you want to be changing, where you want to be the world going towards to. So remember to do that, because it is going to be asked of you one way or the other. You cannot run away from it. It will be asking you more and more to take your place into that universe, into that world, because that's what Jupiter in Aquarius, it's all about. It's by being ourselves, having that time where we're finally showing ourselves, and finally showing who we are in that era, and what is our place. So it's very, very important that not only you start standing up for what you believe, but also that you start really knowing who you are and who you want to become. It's really, really important. So that's what it's all about. That gate, it's going through, leaving what doesn't serve you anymore behind. And there's a lot, obviously, because it's all the old ways as well of working, of living, which are definitely changing. So if you did put that into your list, in the fact that obviously things were going to evolve and doing things differently, that's fine, because you were pretty much right in that sense, because we are shifting. Even the way of working and stuff like that is going to be different in the years to come. Again, if you need help, please let me know. Not only I can help you out, but let's say if it was for a particular thing that I'm not dealing with, I've got a big team of elites behind me as well. So one way or the other, we've got the answer for you if you need to change your life and do things differently. But also, yes, you want to make sure that it seems crystal clear with yourself, that it is well aspected, that it is well lived. So take that time to do some introspections as well, because it's not right time to put things in action anyway. It will be more to do so from the 18th, when we will have that new moon next week. So at that point, obviously, you will want to start moving forwards and taking action and organizing definitely plans and putting all that into action. But for the moment, more take that time to think about what you want to do and who you want to become, and your place and your purpose, or what feels right. It's really linked with the truth. When we have the sun in its own star sign, like Leo, it's really all about that. It's about the self and knowing who you are, and Yeah, that's what it's all about, because the sun is the self, huh? In astrology. That's what it's all about. Huh? We say your sun, your star sign, huh? Your sun. Huh? That's what it's linked with. Now, few other things that I wanted to talk about is to be happy. I think it's a subject that should be taught in school. I wish I could decide on what should be taught to kids. I would definitely put their own star sign, their purpose, so at least they will know who they are and what their mission is on Earth, so they wouldn't be struggling so much, and they will know where they're going to be successful. So that would be great. But obviously, that's what I believe. But another thing, well, they will also know when the times is compatible with them or not, and the people are compatible with them or not. So it would really, really help them. That's for sure. That's what I do at kids retreats. Huh? I teach them. And thank you, by the way. Huh? All the kids are coming back. So if you're listening, thank you for coming back. I'm really appreciating that. That's awesome to know, because kids, you know, they are forwards, you know. If they say they had a great time, they come back. If they didn't, like, they don't force themselves, you know. So I was really happy to find that out last night. But yes, that's exactly right. You and yeah, and it would be great also to know, yeah, if they are compatible with people or not. So a lot of things. But another thing that should be taught at school would be happiness, as I was saying. Yes, thank you, Lisa. Yes, even, yes, they're all coming back. So you can say that to your daughter. It's awesome. Yeah, I found that out last night. That was awesome. So yes, and happiness should be taught, because happiness is something that we need to work on, okay? And I'm thinking about the people, obviously, that are stuck. I've been working a lot. That's why I'm late, by the way, with the weekly updates, because with the second wave, obviously, a lot of people are suffering very, very badly. So happiness is something that we develop, is something that we create. So that is well also aspected with the stars that we are going through, with the lion, you know, it's very playful. It's so something. Do things every day that actually make you happy. You know, if that's dancing with the music, dance with that music. If that's to watch a movie that is going to make you laugh, that is going to make you positive and happy, or read books, it's very, very important that you keep that, especially if you are stuck in quarantine, in lockdown, that you cannot get out. It's very, very important that you maintain that you work on positive goals, and also that you start writing a list of rewards, because everyone is going through a lot of things. A lot of you are asked to change the way of living. You are stretched in the way of doing new things and working in new ways, because that's definitely where we are going to go towards too. So a lot of things are going to change. We're only at the beginning of the changes, obviously. So you want to make sure that each time that you are evolving or reinventing yourself, or evolving to be adapting to that new era, that you always have things to celebrate. I want you to have some whys. It's extremely important that you have some whys, because if you just work for money, or if you just work, you know, to create things and to be proud of it, it's great, but you also need to have something that is going to make you happy. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be, you know, doing yourself a treat, you know, or organizing later when the lockdown, for example, for the ones that are in lockdown, that you will take yourself, you know, to that beautiful restaurant when the doors will be open, or that, you know, things, or for the ones, obviously, that can go out, you know, that you are, if you have achieved that, or if you that many sales, you're going to be doing that, or during the holidays that you are going to be doing something, you know. You need to have whys, not only for yourselves, and rewards, obviously, not only for yourself, but also for your family. For example, I always organize some things, you know, for my children, for my family, which obviously my kids are my wives. So, well, some of my wives for sure. So I always find things that we want to do. You know, for example, this time it's all about the whales. So it's like, okay, well, we will go and see the whales during the holidays. So things where you've got a goal, and also it's something that kind of starts being positive in the household. Oh wow, we are going to go and do this and that during the holidays, you know. So you start changing your frequency, and it lifts your spirit up. I'm saying that for a reason, obviously, is because we still have some oppositions that are coming. As I did say, there are things that are popping up, and you can see it, with the elections. You can see it, with Save Our Children and stuff like that. Things that are popping out, but we're not done yet. There's going to be a lot more cleaning up. So sometimes you might be feeling flat. There's quite a few of you guys that have been feeling, okay, I'm going through the gate, but I'm still really not feeling it. So since yesterday, I've been really busy, but that's because we've got Mercury that is square with Uranus. So Mercury, the planet of expressing the self, that is in opposition with the next 7 years. So some people saying, yeah, but I'm not sure, I don't exactly know where I want to go, or I cannot really express myself, or I'm not clear yet, I'm not knowing exactly where I want to go. So I've seen quite a few things going on lately. It's normal that you are feeling like that even today and tomorrow, but to make sure that we are going above that, because you want to stay into 5D, into a positive energy. So once you are aware that there are problems with the children, for example, or once you are aware that we are changing, try to be working in a positive energy to make the changes, to help things to change. There's no point being dragged down by the negativity. You want to lift up your energy. You want to be doing meditations, doing things that make you happy, and making sure that you also, once you have the capacity to be doing that, that you have rewards, not only for yourself, but for your kids, for your family, because you want everyone around you to be happy and positive. And that will lift up the spirit of everyone and will also help you to achieve your goals. It actually is probably one of the best motivation, to saying, all right, for example, for 5 weeks, I will be able to do this, or I will be able to do that. So always write goals that are achievable, obviously, and rewards, and making sure you are going there. And that will lift up everything, your frequency, and also it would create happiness, because it's something that you want to be generating and keeping, because you don't want to be going down, which is obviously the result a lot of what we are going through now, and I can see it with each and every one that are writing to me that are not well. Just work on that little by little, having purpose, knowing that we are going towards a better life. You have to remember that we were destroying planet Earth, that a lot of people were overworking, not having the time to breathe anymore, not having the time to enjoy their lives, not having the time to connect with their families. Try to see that we are changing on the long run to a more positive place. But yes, we have to make it happen. So we have to be conscious. So it's actually giving you that time, those lockdowns and those times where everything is slowing down. Take that time to do some introspection, to know exactly who you want to become, what is your purpose, and after that, where you want to go. Because if you want to change that world, it comes from us. That's what I was trying to say the other day during the Lion's Gate. We are part of that change. It's our responsibility to make that change, each and every one of us. It's very, very important. Now, also something else, for the people that are locked down by themselves, if you have the possibility, even if that's just to foster a pet, and some people I know have allergies, but if you do have a problem with allergies with a cat or a dog, I've got people that can look after you. I've got awesome elites that are really specialized in a lot of different parts of lives, so pretty much everything. Now the more I'm getting elites, the more I've got some elites that are specialized, so they can always help you with your allergies, and then maybe you can have another animal. If you are allergic to fur, you can have a bird, or different things like that. But animals can also be a great source of joy, of affection. So I know that some of you are in lockdown by yourselves, and if you still have the possibility to get a pet, if there is still a way of doing that, I strongly suggest to do that, because it can be really a lot of joy to have a puppy or to have a kitten. They're really, really funny, and that will also help you out, because sometimes it can be obviously giving you a disconnection, but also really keep up with your connections. Now we've got internet with Skype, with Messenger, FaceTime and stuff like that. Always stay in contact and share and talk, and make sure that you've got someone to talk to, or even a lifeline if needed, but otherwise try to look after each other. It's very, very important, because that energy, that happiness will also shift and create what we are creating in a more positive way. Don't get dragged down too much by the negativity. It's very, very important. So that's it. Work on that. Make sure that you work on that and that you give yourself some stuff to be happy about. It's very, very important just to make sure you are staying above, that you don't go down, that you don't get dragged down by, you know, the negative things. Know that we are cleaning up, that we are, you know, saving these children, that, you know, things are changing, that you can do your hydrochloroquine yourself. I've shared the recipe the other day. You can look at it. And you can boost your immune system with that, with grapefruits, and you can also take zinc, and being conscious of things and making sure that things are changing. So the stars of this week, so as I was saying, there was an opposition with Mercury that is square Uranus, which you would have felt. I can see that you felt it. I've been very, very busy. And there is another square coming up. It's going to be Mars that is going to be square Pluto, that is coming on Thursday, Friday. So yes, you're probably going to want to rush things. It's probably going to make that energy a little bit speed, a little bit wanting to rush, but it's going to be, the more you're going to do that, the more you're going to have obstacles. It's not going to be a good time to do that, especially with authority. So again, you want to be working on yourself. You want to be thinking of what you want to be doing and who you want to become. It's a great time to be thinking about that, but it's not a great time to put it into action. Even for the moment, keep it for yourself, or if you've got a mentor, if you want someone that you trust, that's fine, but don't start putting it out there that it is what you want, because it will not be received well yet. So you will want to be waiting for the new moon, which the new moon will be on the 18th. So for the moment, you think about all that, you do the work on yourself. That's why there are these oppositions. Again, the universe is always well done. This is your time for yourself. You just went through the Lion's Gate. You didn't take with you what was not serving you. And now that you said, okay, I don't want this, I don't want that, I've burned it. Now I really want to be having this kind of life. Now it's time to say, okay, you know, what are the things that I want to do? And I did talk about the 8 steps to take. So you want to be working on those 8 steps for the moment, but you don't want to be talking about it yet. There will be time to talk about it on the 18th, and there will be time to launch from the 15th of September, which will be the best dates when Jupiter will be moving forward. So for the moment, it's more keeping on doing some times of research, self-research, and also writing things down. You know, it's a very good time to start writing things down, and also write your things that you want to reward yourself with, to keep some goals, to have some positive things that you want to be reaching, because you will reach them. And for the moment, if it's not to go overseas because you cannot, well, it's when the doors will be open for those who cannot, you know, somewhere near, or the ones that can still move, for example, in Queensland, start organizing things that you want to do during the holidays, you know, things that are going to be goals for you, to make sure that you are creating happiness and positivity, because I really want you guys to stay positive. Do not worry, the stars are going to come, they're going to be awesome. We are going towards, but quickly, very quickly, to the best stars of 2020, which will be in September. October, we still have Mercury retrograde, but then November and all that will be the best times. And also the beginning of 2021 will be the best time of 2021 as well. Well, until May, and then we will have some retrogrades, but again at the end of the year will be again awesome and things like that. So you just want to make sure that you are getting ready, because it's coming very, very fast, and in that case you will be able to not only talk about your ideas but also launch them when the timing is really perfect. So that's it. So stay positive, work on that. Again, it can be meditation, 5D meditations, you know, dancing with your family if you're in lockdown. When we were in lockdown with my kids, we used to dance every day. There was a time we would try to do like a choreography, you know, games and things like that. You want to create happiness. Don't let those negative reptilian kind of energies drag you down. You want to be above, and because energy is something that everybody feels around, you want to be working on your energy to stay positive and make sure that you are staying up there. I promise you the world is changing to be a better place. So stay with that thinking and put some goals that you can reach and rewards that you can be doing all the time to make sure you keep that momentum of happiness and work on that. And once we will have gone through that, those oppositions that we are going through and things like that, once we will have gone through that, the best times are going to come and things are going to be shifting, and the changes are going to come as well, because obviously to be changing, we need changes, right? So we're not done yet with the changes of 2021. I can promise you that. There's going to be a lot of things changing, but it's time that we change the way we are living anyway. We couldn't keep on going. We were destroying the human race, simple as that. So definitely we needed to change. So that's it. I shall see you very, very soon. Take care. And yes, stay happy, please, as much as you can. Try to work on that and make sure that you talk to people, that you reach out if you need to talk. Bye, everyone. Bye.